My name is Hofman. I'm the chair of Epidemiology, and it's really my great pleasure to welcome you here at this major event. First of all, because it brings with us here at the School of Public Health, the Smith Center for Outcomes Research of the BI. And we are very, very grateful for you to have you here. Second, because it shows what the Causal lab in our department and our school is doing. It's a unique laboratory we find here, and we are very, very happy to have it. And third, this is the 15th Kolokotrones Symposium. So we basically kill, three birds with one stone, if that's the appropriate metaphor. Really very great pleasure to have you. And my main task is actually to just introduce, just is not the right word, but to really introduce Dr. Babillet, who is the director of the Smith Center, and you will further then introduce our speakers. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, everybody who's joined in person today, and I think there are many others who have joined online, and I want to thank Dr. Hofman for his support of our collaboration between the Smith Center for Outcomes Research and the Causal Lab, and I'll just speak very, very briefly that this is really a growing partnership that we have with the Causal Lab. It's really embodied by one of our joint faculty members, Isa Dahabre, who is working in the Causal Lab and also collaboratively with our group. I'm also really proud to have members of leaders in academia and industry, as well as FDA here with us today. So without further ado, I'm actually going to give way to Dhruv Kazi, who's the Associate Director of the Smith Center, and Miguel Hernan to introduce the day's proceeding and our first speaker. Thanks.
Welcome, everyone. I am the director of the Causal Lab, and together with Dhruv Kazi, we are going to be taking care of this morning session. We have a great range of talks in which we are going to be talking about how to find out what works when we use data, when we use health data, which is the goal of both the Causal Lab and the Smith Center. So there is this convergence of goals in the two centers that makes this symposium so synergistic. And I'm going to let Dhruv do the introduction of our next speaker, and we'll see you soon.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dhruv Kazi, the Associate Director of the Smith Center. We have about 140 people here registered in person and another 500 online, and so we're really excited for the conversations that are going to happen today. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker. The Smith Center and the Causal Lab are delighted to have the day start off with a plenary by Dr. Bill Maisel. Dr. Maisel is the Chief Medical Officer and Director of the Office of Product Evaluation and Quality at the FDA Center for Device Regulation for Devices and Radiologic Health. Now, in many ways, this is a homecoming for Dr. Maisel. He grew up in Central Mass, went to college across the river at MIT, got his MPH here at the Harvard School of Public Health, and was a cardiac electrophysiologist. So those are the types of cardiologists who take care of heart rhythm disorders at Beth Israel Deaconess, associate professor at HMS before he joined the FDA. And he joined the FDA in 2010 and has quickly risen up the ladder to his current role, where he pretty much guides how devices are evaluated, regulated, approved, and including the post-marketing compliance piece. So we're really thrilled to hear from Dr. Maisel. Welcome home. Kick us off.